We are now live. If I did things correctly, I think I clicked the button properly. Yep, look at that. Look at that. It's live now. We're gaming. It's tournament
Splendid.
time.
Well, it's tournament time in 30 minutes, but
In 30 minutes, yes, but it'll give me 30 minutes to make sure my audio settings aren't fucked.
mm-hmm. Allow me to tune in. I'll have to hear myself though, and that will cause quite a lot of psychic damage.
Oh, it's I'm sure you can handle it.
Yep, your audio appears to be just fine.
Awesome. Okay. My computer seems to, or at least OBS does, it seems to change my audio settings every single time I close and open the app. I
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I might be just hallucinating because it's fine right now and I haven't really done anything to it, but
Okay, let me count the teams. We have one team that has all four members. We have one team that has one, two, three of their members in a VC. The other one has three. Who are we missing now? That's
I do not see any of the Warden Navy in any VC at the
Rim,
moment.
Rim Pride Rice. Yeah, Warden Navy is the one that I need summoned.
I also do not see
Actually,
them
wait,
in
no, no.
the main server either, so yeah, you need to
Sovereign.
summon them.
Yes. I think they have their own VC as a thing, so they're all. I mean, they're all online right now.
Alright.
Then again,
We still got a half hour.
the
We still got a half
15.
hour. We're fine.
Well, I've got 15 minutes. I have requested that they go to the toolbox talk, which. Oh, I forgot to at you as well as a caster to give you a bit more situational awareness. My bad. If you take a look at 15th and 16th, actually, I've put it down as 15th-15th. Let me change the name of that. That's funny.
I didn't
We're
even
allowed one,
know.
like we're allowed like little oopsies like that as a tournament runner. Or the very kind gesture that I received from one team, which was I accidentally have placed a 4 p.m. bracket team in the 8 p.m. bracket.
Oh.
Um, but the 4 p.m. team that they're playing against has graciously, I mean, the 8 p.m. team they were fighting against has graciously moved back to a 4 p.m. slot. Um, Otherwise, I would have had to have moved some teams around, well, two teams around, and that would have been less than desirable, especially since the team I would have had to move around would have been CPU hard, and that would have been so sad to have moved that team, you know?
Definitely the hardest team to move, as we all know. CPU Hard did say that a lot of their members had some other commitments, and we
Hmm.
did plan the tournament, like the timing around letting them participate on only the days that they could. That would have been
Yes,
disastrous.
CPU hard, an integral team to both to the entire community, really. Like each of its members, you know them, you've known them for a very long time since you started playing the game, even.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember before I even had the game. I was watching this one guy play it when it first came out, and there was one of the members of CPU Hard as a midshipman there in the video. It was
Crazy.
quite the sight. We love CPU Hard. CPU Hard is the team I am currently rooting for to win the tournament because that would be fucking hilarious if they did.
Yes, and we'll see them play tomorrow, and I'm hoping for big things from them. And if they do end up losing, it doesn't matter because they showed their face. They made everyone, feel better about themselves. That, wow, there they were, and we were there too. You know,
They graced us with their presence.
this is a weird bit.
This is this this bit.
uh,
I thought it was a good bit. I thought it was a good bit.
no, it is. It's a good bit. It's just a bit odd. Let me take a look at my mobicular phone. It's telling me I've received emails. Telling me how's your new home? I don't have a new home.
Wow.
I've not had a new home for a very long
All of
time.
my emails are just YouTube notifications from like comments I get.
No, this is it's like a thing called Spare Room for
Okay.
finding flats and stuff in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I like calling it the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, by the way, because it because it's this full legal name, you
It's
know.
when your mother addresses you by your full legal name.
Exactly. And so I like calling it that. It's the longest official name for a country, I believe. Yes, it
I have
is.
a feeling you're probably right.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of that sort of thing, but it sounds about right.
I think it, if it wasn't for the partition of Ireland, it might not be the longest, but adding Northern in front of Ireland definitely did make it the longest.
All right, for those who are just joining in my stream, we are about half an hour early. I started the stream early just to make sure things go smoothly and we can iron out any technical difficulties that might arrive before the tournament. The teams are scheduled to assemble at about 3:45 if we're going by the tournament time. If we're going by my time, which is superior because it's the time zone I'm in, it's going to be 1:45 when the teams assemble.
You see, we always get this kind of immaturity from people talking about it because it's my time. It's the best time. No,
It's my time.
tournament time is the
Tournament
best
time.
time. Tournament time is all that matters.
T-
Now that you've become a caster for this tournament, your life is dedicated to it until it is finished.
Yeah, can we convert the time zone to TST, Tournament Standard Time?
Tournament standard time would be delightful. And it teaches me, doing these events constantly, that people don't know how time zones work a great deal. But that's fine, you know?
It's fine.
You don't need to know. As long as you show up, then that's great. And if you don't, well, I've prepared a few holes in the ground, is all I'm saying.
Hello, everyone in chat. Welcome in. We're kind of just chilling until the tournament actually starts.
Let me take a look at my teams whilst I'm at it. Oh, very good. They're joining their personal VCs, it seems.
Hellbombs is already populated. These guys were doing these Team 1-800 they have been doing a lot of practice skirmishes, I've noticed.
They have.
They have.
And
Flynn
done a video on it as well.
I have. Yes, the world's greatest tournament team. It will be exciting to see if they have ironed out their trying to strangle each other while playing the match issues, or if they are still fighting a civil war while fighting an actual war.
And I'm going to ask each of the teams to record, at least one of them, record their POV so that we can get the games calm after the match. For the YouTube, possibly, if there's any highlights of the tournament, I kind of think at the end of everything, I want to make a compilation of the best moments in the tournament.
The best moments.
And getting the voice comms of the players during that sounds quite delightful.
It does. We had a lot of fun listening in to get hellbombed in that one match they did.
I do kind of want to see what happens if you make a completely mute team, because we have a few players in the tournament that are mute, and next time I might try and get them all to play together as one conglomerate and just watch them somehow beat everyone without saying a single word.
Well, you see, the psychic communication is strong with some teams. Flynn sent me some really funny DMs when I sent him a screenshot of him practicing with his team. I literally gave up some social plans to scheme for tourney. Chasing plushies is greater than chasing tail, according to Flynn.
Mathblob's finished the first of those plushies. I'm very excited to see the rest of them get done. The second pike is being worked on, I believe, currently.
I've seen the image of the first pike. It very beautiful. I love it so much.
Yes. Especially that Mathblob, they had a little string swinging video. I really liked that one. So in 5 minutes, we're gonna hop into the skirmish organization channel, and I'm just gonna go through the whole rigmarole with them before we go into the event stage. Here's hoping that we don't make a mess of it. Well, I mean, you won't be making a mess of it. I'll be the only one making a mess of things because I will be the one doing most of the talking.
That is true. All I have to do is really talk about what happens in the matches and make sure the teams aren't trying to kill each other when we're in debriefing.
Mm-hmm. As is of course expected of all the teams, there's a level of decorum that they all agreed to whenever they signed up to this tournament. It's in the rules.
It
Read the
is.
syllabus. I've had some teams, the members of their teams, ask quite strange questions, such as, how do we select map? It's like that's in the rules document, or I've had a team ask, well, I'm going to go to their team chat to find this question because it shocks me that this question was asked. Where is it now? The bracket was posted, and then they asked, "Who are we playing against?" And it's like, I literally just posted the bracket for you. It's right there in your face.
Oh no, sir! There is an image that. Oh dear. It looks like both.
I had another team ask if um, they could have an extra substitute, like so they could have like multiple substitutes in the voice call with them, like so not extra substitute, but like I'm misphrasing. They wanted to have their substitute in VC with them during the match, which is
that seems like cheating. I feel like that's like I feel like they're
yeah,
trying. I feel like they're trying to pull
I
something.
I told them no, we're
No.
not doing that because
I also see that the teams are limited to 4 people in the official server, which I have a feeling was done very deliberately.
yes, I expect that if you're a substitute and you're standing by for the rest of your team, I expect you to sit on your hands and not really say anything about the match. Of course, if you're a substitute subbing in halfway through a game, you're replacing someone, that person steps out, the substitute takes their place, and you're most likely going to be playing the opposite faction because the round flipped.
Right.
And if that's the case, you're not going to be able to tell them basically anything of value. Which is good. But I also, of course, I just expect substitutes to be very honorable, as the players are expected to as well.
All right, and the you said disconnects in the first minute. We Alt F4, or at least the players Alt F4, and we redo.
Yes,
and then
in the case of a disconnect from any of the players, they will wait. None of them will leave the server immediately. They will all wait, and then at your instruction in the chat, you will tell them to Alt F4, and then they will all Alt F4. I do not wish for a team to be able to see the
comp.
the other side.
That's
yes.
why you're doing the Alt F4. But if it's later in the game, we just roll with it, right? And the person who gets the...
after the first minute, or is it a minute or 2 minutes that I have?
I thought it said a minute, I believe.
Yeah, after that, you just keep running. You got to play the round out, play the 6K. That's how it works now. I have to be, first of all, I want to keep it to schedule. I don't want to have a runoff happening. Second of all, I do expect teams. I have to, build a tournament around the idea that teams could Alt F4, say, in the first 5 minutes because they didn't get to their cap fast enough. Petty stuff like that.
Right.
And then I'm not, I can't allow that to happen. Anyhow, it's 15 minutes too, so we're going to be hopping up to the... Where is it? Into the skirmish organization channel. So hopefully they're not all screaming at each other while we could jump up there. And yeah, zoop. Let's get this place filled with our players Who are we missing? We need, and
We're
so we got
missing
100.
Duke is
The entire
still
Warden
in
Navy?
the Warden Navy is still in their call. Yes.
Where's the rest of Luddic Path?
Oh. They all quit. I'm the last one.
I don't believe that they've quit.
I gotta make a 12k now.
Just take 4 3Ks and shove them together.
Nah, just spam CLs. CL spam will win.
Okay.
At least I won't lose the cap game that way.
And then get the. I'll just hop down and tell the Warden Navy as well. I'll be right back.
Why doesn't he just pull them off?
Well, the people in that VC below are not the Warden Navy.
Oh.
But the people in
Oh, okay.
2 VCs, 3 VCs below are the Warden Navy.
My fleet is 50 points under. I don't know how to fix it.
Okay, very good. Getting that team in, and we've got 100 Hill Bomb. The only people we're waiting on now are.
My people.
Yes. We should be getting Overlord in here. Yep. Okay, very good. So, who are we missing then? If you are not one of the members of the teams that are playing right now, I'd ask you to step out. So that is... Sovereign Void are not playing today, so is anyone from Sovereign Void could
Oh my
step
god,
out?
there's so many people here.
Yeah. I expect you all to not start talking over each other as well. Yeah, it looks like we have everyone that's important. Is Mato Slayer in here, actually? No, but Supreme Overlord is there. Will Mato Slayer be joining us, Supreme?
I have no idea. They're doing a different tournament.
They're doing
Hopefully.
a different tournament?
Huh?
Yeah, some other video game.
Oh, they're doing 2 tournaments at the same time. Okay. Dedicated to the grind.
There's some real gamers here today.
So, at the very least, I'll start going over what I expect and what's going to be happening to the rest of you now that we're all here. First of all, thank you all for signing up for this tournament. I appreciate that you've all set aside the time and your schedules to play. Understand that it's a bit of a commitment, and I hope that you all enjoy this thing that I've put together and the rest of the community that's been involved in making it.
I think this match is going to be very enjoyable, and the next match is going to be suffering because of limos.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll beat them. Anyway, the first thing to go over with is, of course, I expect there to be a level of decorum and cordiality throughout the tournament for tonight's matches. So if you do lose, be respectful. If you do win, be respectful. All that good stuff. The next thing is that we'll be heading into the event stage after this pre-game meeting is over, and I'm going to be bringing you all up to the stage. I'm going to ask that you don't all start talking over each other when I do that. If you would prefer, I could just have your team leader on the stage. If you would like your entire team to be on the stage, please say so in your team chats. As for what we'll be doing, when we get onto the event stage after this, we will take 1-800 Hellbomb, got Hellbombed, and the Warden Navy first. And those 2 teams will be selecting the maps that they'll be playing and the team that they'll be playing first. The way that works is if you refer to the rules document, is I will flip a coin, and that will decide which team gets to decide heads or tails. And then I'll flip that coin, and that if they say heads and it's tails, then the other team gets to decide, for example, that they're going to go ANS or OSP. Once the coin flips over, then I'm going to generate the map. It's going to be a pool of 3 maps, and then starting with the team that decided first, they will vote what map they do not want to play first. For example, let's say I roll Tumbleweed, Honeycomb, and Gold Rush. And then the team that got the coin flip, got to decide first, will then vote what map they do not want to play first. So they'll say Honeycomb. And then the other team will then seeing that they went second, they get more sway in what the first map will be. So then, knowing that they're playing ANS, they might want to then play on whichever the second or third map I said there was. So Gold Rush, and then Tumbleweed will be the map that's played first in this circumstance. I'll then flip another coin, and that'll decide what's played second and third, based on the descending order the maps are on the tournament map list. And that should be that. You all have team chats that have been assigned to you. As you can see, there's a team chat for Shrimp Fried Rice, Luddick Path, 1-800 Hellbound, and the Warden Navy. It's expected that you use these chats throughout the match. I don't want any of you to leave them or go to your own personal voice channels. This is to confirm that you are all in VC with each other and don't have, for example, someone streaming their game to you or a fifth person coaching you that isn't playing in that round. I'm sure you can all understand that that's perfectly reasonable as a precaution to ensure that there's a level of trust and fairness between the players. If I do see any of you disconnecting, I will be quite upset, and I will ask why you've left. Outside of that, if you need a substitute to replace someone halfway through the match, say in your second or third round, message me or Scapegoat, who'll be handling 1-800 Hellbound and the Warden Navy's game, and then we will get your substitute into that channel. Let us know that you're swapping them out first. There's going to be 2 servers that we're using. I'm going to send the password to you in your team chats, respectively. So server 1 will be played by Luddick Path and Shrimp Fried Rice. Server number 2 will be 1-800 Hellbound and the Warden Navy. Let me think, is there anything else I've missed there? The matches, of course, will be streamed. Mine will be streamed. I'll be casting Luddick Path versus Shrimp Fried Rice. That match will be streamed in the Main Nebulous Discord, and then the other one will be streamed on the Scapegoat here's Twitch. Hello, Scape.
Hello.
And besides that, remember, this is on Public Test Branch. If you, for some reason, are not on Public Test Branch, switch over to it. I've reiterated that a few times. There was a big announcement about that 2 weeks back about that. Additionally, whenever the matches are played, you'll hop into the server. I don't want anyone sitting in the fleet editor for a very long amount of time. If you need to do any last-minute adjustments to any fleets, do that right now. Over the next 10 minutes that you have before the matches really start. But once we get into the servers, I expect you to hop straight into these matches. Additionally, whenever after each round is over, we'll just go into the next one. There's no need to leave your VC and then try to join the event stage again. We'll just do round to round to round until one team wins. Once that happens, there'll be a debrief. In the debrief, we'll be sitting down, talking about how we all felt about that match, congratulating the winner, commiserations to the loser, all that stuff. You should not have permissions to use soundboards in here. That is very interesting.
Join sound, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, you taught me another thing to turn off. Oh,
okay,
no.
well, soundboard does work there.
So,
Spiker,
Stars, I will. Sindar, I will mute you and deafen you. I can see who uses the sandboards, so the next person who uses the sandboard, I will
That was an accident.
throttle.
I didn't actually mean to press the button.
You didn't mean to. Okay, sure thing. Anyway,
I opened it, looked,
that's enough of
if it
that.
worked,
I would
and
like
actually
to
pressed the
continue.
button.
Okay, sorry. I would like to continue. Besides that, I don't think there's anything else to cover. Do any of the team leaders have any questions before we get started?
What if both teams are like, yes, we want to play this faction? Do we still do coin flips? I'm assuming we still.
No, there will be a coin flip. There's no way out of that. One team will have to decide if they're playing ANS or the heads or tails, or whenever they're given the option of a coin flip, and then the other team will have to decide playing ANS or OSP.
When you say the stage, what does that refer to?
The event stage is a channel in the main Nebulous Discord that allows people to talk whenever they're presenting things and stops everyone else from trying to talk over said person. It's a very handy tool.
Right, so it's like team introductions before we start.
Yes, so you'll all be invited up to the event stage. I expect you all to not break anything while you're up there. Anyone that starts talking over people, I will move you down off the event stage. But I would like the teams to be able to discuss with each other about, what they want. It's also it's nice to have it on stream that you're all together.
Roger.
Any other questions from any of the team leads? Okay, any questions from any team members?
Will there be a Twitch stream?
Yes,
Yes.
the Twitch stream will be Scapegoat's perspective. You are Sundar, you are subbing for Luddic Path, so your game will be streamed on Twitch by Scapegoat. It is, of course,
Ludic Path?
expected.
I believe you mean the other way
Luddic,
around.
no, Luddic Path is match 1, right?
No, yeah, sorry, no, yeah, my mistake. I'll be streaming Luddic Path. Thank you. I'm allowed one brain fart.
I love you, Vastal.
Not a good luck to burn that brain fart so early.
Listen, okay, Wolf. I have nothing to say to you. Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Unless there's any other questions, does anyone have anything they'd like to say? Nope. Blended.
Nope.
Okay. We shall move over to the main Nebulous Discord, and we'll head over to the event stage if you'd like to join that channel. It's right... Where is it? It's at the very top, but just below voice text chat over there. So let's start hopping over there now.
Oh my god, another channel we have to go to. So this is taking a lot longer than expected. We're at 32 viewers though. This is great. The matches will start soon. I swear. I promise. So it'll work.
And we will start picking up members who are participating. I'll be
I hope
giving
you
you a invite. I did not add everyone. Do not
Hey,
worry.
good,
I
good,
saw the
good,
check mark. I am not you or Tuna. Okay. I know how buttons
We
work.
know from painful experience that is a button, that is a thing that Discord allows you to do and has on by default for some reason.
All right. Allow me to add each of these teams. Robot Penguin
One
should be a
last
member.
question. There will not
Um,
be like any form of VOD or anything of the sort of the matches that are streamed here, right?
I beg your pardon?
Asking if there's a VOD of the matches streamed on Discord.
Yeah, no, I'm recording these on OBS.
Oh, okay, so they will be available somewhere. Nice. Thank you.
Invite to speak. Pardon me while I go through each of you to get you up onto the stage. Yeah, we gotta get Scapegoat up there, obviously.
Are you sure
I've
you want...
sent some of you requests to speak. Say again, Wolf?
It's okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no. If anyone misbehaves, I'll just smite them.
Fair enough.
Trim frame. Who else do I need to bring up here? Spy Eye. Lord Talos is... Yep. That should be almost everyone. Is there anyone that I'm forgetting? Let me take a look. Can Flynn do the
Slayer,
speaking?
but he's
Sure
not here
thing.
right now.
Where is Slayer?
Layers.
Ah, Neko is raiding. Neko is raiding while I wasn't even looking. I have to mute myself on Discord while I. What are you guys doing here? Welcome. With 80 viewers, welcome to the tournament. We are just getting started. I'm currently muted and deafened on the Discord right now while Vastal gets things together. I will unmute in a second here. I just wanted to say hi, you guys. Welcome, everyone. 44 viewers from Neko's channel. Perfect timing as we are just about to get things started in the tournament. We are going to see 1-800 got Hellbombed versus the Warden Navy today. And Vastal is in Discord getting the maps and stuff set up. So I'm going to unmute and undeafen in Discord, and we can listen to them get things ready to go.
Yes.
Let me take a look. We got Dapper, got Flynn, we've got Supreme Overlord, and we've got... Which one's actually the leader for this team again? Warden Navy
team?
should be Mr. Dapper, isn't it?
Indeed.
Very good, yeah. So we have the team leaders, and I suppose we'll start getting through the 1-800 Hellbound versus Warden Navy setup. So, first things first, I'm going to flip a coin. And that is tails. So, the Warden Navy, heads or tails?
I like tails. Tails is fun.
Okay.
Tails.
Wait.
It is tails. You get to decide. Are you playing ANS or OSP first?
That is a great question.
That's an incredible question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off strong. Let's start with OSP.
Okay, you're playing OSP first. Very
Nice.
good. And now I'm going to start rolling some dice. And hopefully the dice are favorable for you. And if they're not, well, that sucks. The first map in the draw is... We're starting off strong with Tumbleweed.
No.
Yes.
That's
The second map
reputation.
in the draw is Bulwark Naval Yards. Puppy's getting some love here. And the third map in the draw is Sticks. Okay. So
Did you say sticks?
I did say Sticks.
Lovely.
So
That is...
Warden Navy, what map do you not want to play first out of those three?
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed.
Okay. You're not playing Tumbleweed first. And then but now to 1-800 Hellbombed. What map do you not want to play first?
Band sticks.
Six. So you all will be playing Bulwark Naval Yards first. Very good. We'll start getting you into your servers. I'm posting in your team chats the password to the server you'll be playing on. That's
would-
server number 2.
I would
I'll also be
also
sending
like-
it to you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't you worry. So this is all hands on deck, server number 2, and the password has now been posted in your team chats. And where are you, Scapegoat, in my DMs? There you are. And hopefully, just fine. Now on to our other teams, Luddick Path and Shrimp Fried Rice. Are you both of your team leaders here?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Okay.
I am the shrimp leader. Yippee.
Very good. Okay. So, the first...
yourself.
Please don't speak up. The first thing I'm going to do again is flip a coin. Tails. Okay, so that is Luddick Path. Heads or tails?
Hold on. Did you just say that is
I flip a
tails,
coin.
and then...
No, I flip a coin to decide which one of them gets to decide the coin. It's very pedantic, I know.
Okay, I see. I got
So you're
you.
doing a coin flip for the coin flip. I see.
I'm doing a
Interesting.
coin flip for the
I
coin
thought you
flip.
were like announcing, okay, it came up tails. Do you want heads or tails?
No,
It's a little bit sus.
Vestal is already playing favorites. I see how it is.
Yeah, I think I'll pick
Listen,
tails.
it's just the way I do things here, you know? Sometimes I rig tournaments at the very start and make it very obvious to everyone involved, and I ruin my credibility. It's great. Anyway, yes. Luddick Path. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails? Okay. You did get tails. Congratulations. That was not rigged.
Fourth tails you've gotten in a row.
So, do you want to play ANS or OSP first?
OSP.
Oh,
OSP. Okay, that's 2 OSPs in a row. Interesting. So,
why did
we're going to
everybody
now...
picking the fun faction?
we're gonna roll a dice here. So our first map is Tumbleweed.
Again.
Okay. Our second map is... What's number 3? Blood Moon. That's a good solid map. And our third map, I have to re-roll that one. Our third map is Styx. Okay. So, which one? Yeah, Luddic Path. Which map do you not want to play first?
Tumbleweed.
Okay, and now giving it back to Shrimp Fried Rice. What map do you not want to play first?
The rest of the team answer because I like both maps.
Sticks.
Alright, Styx.
Okay, so Blood Moon will be first. I just realized I forgot to do this for the first one. So I'm flipping a coin now. Second map, you'll be... Okay, so first is Blood Moon for you. Second map will be Styx, and third map will be Tumbleweed. So let me write that down real quick. Put that in the tournament general chat. Apologies for the delay. So, server 2, or server 1, the order is Blood Moon, Styx, Tumbleweed, and then server 2, the map selection was... you're playing Bulwark Naval Yards first, yes?
Yes, Bulwark
And then
Naval
it
Yards.
was... And then the other two were
We are awaiting
Tumbleweed
two
and... It was
others
Tumbleweed
that have not made
and
their way to the lobby.
Styx. Point. And that would be... You're playing Styx second, then Tumbleweed last on that one. So, Bulwark. Tumbleweed. No, Bulwark, Styx, and then Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed is
There we
getting a
go.
lot of hate today.
It is, yeah, it's very sad.
I
Poor
mean,
Tumbleweed.
As it should.
as it should, yeah.
So, server 1 needs 2 people in it. So that's Warden Navy. Please make sure that you get your 2 other players into All Hands on Deck server number 2. As for server number 1, I'm now going to post the password. I just realized my
Tumbleweed is fun.
Nebulous crashed.
Yep,
What?
I turned off my stream. But like basically we're missing half of Warden Navy still.
That is true, yes.
Warden Navy, please make sure that you hop in. All 4 of you were there a moment ago, so just make sure you
Sorry,
do
where do we
actually
find
connect.
the password?
It was posted in your team chat
In the main tournament server, I
in the
believe.
main tournament Discord.
Oh, right. I thought that was just a random message.
No, that's the password.
What's this
Oh,
DM?
weird
What's
things
this
are
DM I
randomly said.
received?
Okay, and now sending to the other teams the password. There you go, Luddic Path. And where are you, Shrimp Fried Rice? That is the password for the other 2 teams. Apologies, I just realized I don't have a stream up for you, and that will be up now for the people who are watching from the Discord. Wow, you have 80 people watching your live.
Yeah, I
stream.
know.
should've
Well,
I should have
Neko-
streamed this on Twitch myself.
Neko rated me like
Uh,
a minute ago with 44 viewers, so now I have all of Neko's watchers too.
Mm-hmm.
We pinged a lot of people for this.
Look at this.
Probably a bad fucking
Look
idea.
at us choosing the map immediately.
Noah, you've joined our server, but I don't know that you belong here. I don't know how you found your way here.
Oh yeah,
Wrong
Noah,
server.
yeah, you're in the wrong server, buddy.
Whoops.
Oh, wait, is this?
Okay, yep, there you go. You're in the right server. So we got Penguin. We're missing Sindar. Could Sindar please join All Hands on Deck server number 1? The password was posted.
One more thing, I am seeing some members of Team Got Hellbombed in my chat. When the match starts, I would like you not watching my stream.
Yes, no, that is of course expected very much so that you close the stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, or I will send you to the Shadow Realm. And
You do not want to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Believe me.
So, my server is full. Let me take a look at your stream.
We still are missing one member of Warden Navy.
Yes, please.
I believe
make
he's
sure.
currently having some technical difficulties with the game.
Oh,
He's
dear.
getting repeated game crashes.
Oh dear.
Okay, tell you what. Have him uninstall all the mods that he has right now. Or no, unsubscribe. No, unsubscribe. Go to the mod manager in game and deselect all the mods. And also go to Steam Workshop and quickly unsubscribe and resubscribe to Bulwark Naval Yards 5-3.
Did you hear that, Reaver?
Yeah, Reaver, could you please do just that? So, deactivate all your mods, and on the Steam Workshop, unsubscribe and resubscribe from Bulwark Naval Yards 5-3. And then we should be able to get this show on the road. As for my lobby, we do have the numbers. We'll wait a moment or two just so Reaver can get back in. Besides that, starting almost pretty close to scheduled time. Yeah, this could have crashed and burned, and thumbs up so far.
I mean, yeah, it's we're going good so far. Don't want to jinx it, but like we're doing good.
As for the people who are watching on Twitch right now, if you do want to watch both the games at the same time, you can join the main Nebulous Discord and tune in on the event stage. There you can watch my POV for All Hands on Deck server number 1. And then, you can just have both of them open. Why not?
That is true,
have a little
yeah.
bit of fun.
The choice is yours on which match to watch. I would say watch my match because then I get more viewers on Twitch, but
I didn't really want to. I prefer utilizing the main Nebulous Discord for this sort of stuff.
That is true. I would,
more tied to the community.
Yeah. I mean, I would be streaming there, but if I tried to stream to Discord and also stream to Twitch at the same time, I think my computer would actually probably explode, and I would rather my computer not explode. So. It's fine. All of the matches on my Twitch channel will be recorded and saved for later, and will be uploaded later. So if you missed the stream or only could view one of the matches today, the other one will be recorded and uploaded at some point in the future.
As for team, is it Warden Navy? Has Reaver's technical difficulties managed to be resolved?
It's not in the game, so that's not a good sign. It's a bit of a mess. You could make him a speaking role. In this
Yeah, one
channel,
second. I'll just drag him up to the event stage so that we can hear poor little Reaver. I've invited Reaver to speak.
You made it.
We have
You made it? Splendid. Okay, does it work?
Reaver has arrived.
Do you have any error messages right now,
it's
Reaver?
working now.
It's working now? Splendid. Okay. We are now ready to go. I'm going to ask the teams go to their team chats in the official Discord for the tournament. Head over there. And yeah, let's get the show on the road.
Good luck, have fun, and enjoy the show, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Everyone, yeah, good luck, everyone.
Good luck to all the teams. I'm very excited to see how this goes. As for you, Scapegoat,
I am going to the caster box. I'm being sent to the caster box dimension.
You are. To everyone on Twitch, I hope you all enjoy Scapegoat's POV. Stay safe.
And avoid.
I do not have the ability to speak in this Discord channel, which is a problem considering that I will... Actually, no, I'm going to move to a different server when we do the actual debriefing. But, okay, well, I guess I can't say anything in the actual Discord. But since I'm recording for OBS, you guys can still hear me. So... Let's get this show on the road. All right, Team 1 is ANS. We have Flynn, Duke of Stars, Scrubbus, and Blackbat. They are part of Team 1-800-GOT-HELLBOMBED. You may be familiar with this team. They have appeared on my channel before. I play with these folks regularly. Team 2 is the Warden Navy. We have Darian, Drang, Mr. Dapper, and Reaver. We'll be seeing how they do on OSP against Team Hellbombed. I have just broken 100 followers on Twitch. I guess this is a pretty cool stream to do that on. I will have to do something about that in the future, but unfortunately, today's stream is probably just going to be the tournament. We're sitting at nearly 100 viewers right now, which feels really awesome. I'm happy you guys are all here. This tournament's going to be really, really cool. I've been super hyped about this whole thing, and I'm super excited to have been invited to be a guest commentator. Achieving affiliate. Yes, I have actually been, I can actually become a Twitch affiliate if I want to. I'm still debating whether I want to or not. There are a couple personal reasons why I might not want to do it. But if I make any decisions, I will keep you posted. But I think for now, we are just waiting on NordVPN advertisements when... maybe in the future. We'll see. Bell has been pressuring me to become an affiliate so they can subscribe with Twitch Prime. It's been a constant thing. The Warden Navy will sponsor me. Oof. Alright, so I think we're just waiting on Reaver to ready up. It looks like everyone is pretty much ready. Reaver was having some technical difficulties before, so they might need to fix a couple things. And another thing to note is none of the teams have matching badges and paint schemes, unlike some of the other teams we will see in this tournament, more than likely. The last tournament was Champion of the Gods, I think it was, and we had a lot of really fun matching fleet colors and tags. But if you're familiar with the recording I've had of Team Got Hellbombed, you may be aware that a certain member, and by a certain member I mean Scrubbus, is maybe a bit opposed to doing that. But we... just waiting for Scrubbus. Scrubbus, ready up. If you're in this match and you're still in my chat or watching my stream, get off right now, please. We are not going to be having stream sniping in this tournament. We are going to make it fair and balanced, and no one is going to be allowed to cheat. Vastal will send you to the Shadow Realm if you do cheat. It appears that Vastal will be recording the other match. Yes. So any match that Vastal casts will be uploaded to his channel, and the matches that I cast will be uploaded to my channel. So yeah, if you miss a match or can only see one of them on a given weekend or whatever, the other one will eventually be uploaded. We will be collaborating on... oh, match is starting. I should stop talking and start getting ready to cast. Yes, we will be making a playlist of all the matches. We will collaborate on that once we actually start getting the recordings edited down and ready for YouTube uploads. Trust me, we will do that. The match is finally starting. We get the opening match of the All Hands on Deck Community Tournament. All right, casting mode is activated. Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to one of the two opening matches of the All Hands on Deck Community Nebulous Tournament. We are here on Bulwark Naval Yards as we see Team 1, consisting of Blackbat, Scrubbus, Duke of Stars, Flynn, who are part of Team 1-800 Got Hellbombed, take on Team 2, the Warden Navy, Drang, Reaver, Mr. Dapper, and Darien. Team 1, as always, is ANS, Team 2, OSP. We will watch them deploy here on this very interesting map, I believe. I think it was Puppy who made this map. Played on it a couple times. It's a very, very fun map. Let's see, it looks like ANS is mostly deploying... looks like they're deploying heavy E side. Got some cappers going for their natural, and it doesn't look like they have anything going D at the moment here. We'll have to see if that's actually what they're going to do. Oh, nope, there's one of the cappers for D-point. CIA, we can see the CIA tag. Sorry, that is Flynn. It would appear that perhaps Flynn is potentially running the cap fleet. Yep, we can see a lot of their tags deployed around cap points. I'm going to assume that they are the ones running the caps. Team 2, the Warden Navy, despite being OSP, seemingly has less ships overall. Not sure if this is because they haven't deployed them yet, or if they simply brought less ships or have them in different formations. Oh. Looks like the teams are strategizing in their voice calls here, trying to determine overall strategies. Definitely taking a bit longer to deploy than you would see in a normal pubs match. But this is a tournament match. It's all about coordination, teamwork, and having good strategies. And we shall see who has the better strategy in this match. The Warden Navy opting light on potentially the sea push. They have a couple ships here, but ANS just has so much assets at the top here between E and C. That will definitely be their strong side here. Looks like the Warden Navy is mostly scattered evenly across their deployment side. We will see how that shakes out for them. 40 seconds on the deployment timer as the Warden Navy is completely deployed. So yeah, they definitely have less overall tracks coming in than Hellbound does. We get a nice zoom in of one of Flynn's. I'm assuming this is oh, it's a gun range. Interesting. I assumed this was missiles, but no. We've got 250s and 120s on this thing. Interesting. All right. Before the match actually starts, let's take a look at what the teams brought. Black Bat brought 2 escort carriers, Primal Screech and Bongos. These are loaded with, looks like we've got some unguided bombs, some sand shot for undoubtedly coil gun tontos, and some torpedoes of various types, as well as S1 missiles. We have a fair mix of, we have some different types of tontos there, and 5 bombers in this one. I'm assuming these are relatively similar. Yep, we got some torpedo, same general loadout in this one. Some tontos and 5 bombers. Yep, so 10 bombers total, scattering of tontos of 2 different types. I'm assuming coil guns and the 20mm. Duke here bringing the voxels. We have 2 gun voxels with some S3 missiles on the back. Parallax radar in these. Is the parallax in the other one too? Yep, double parallax. We got the radar whiplash drive setup, fairly standard. And we have some jamming escorts with these things too. S2 launcher probably full of SDMs. And I'm assuming, some size 2 hybrids too. Interesting. We'll see how those work. And we have a cringe capper. Look at this beautiful thing. Very cheap, very fast, able to get on the caps really quickly. And it's no big deal if it dies because it's cheap. Flynn opting for the cap fleet. We have a beamstone here. Good goalie device. 2 FPAs, fairly standard. And we have these gun rains. I think this is the fleet Flynn was showing me on stream the other day. They have these ships in formation, one of them bringing point defense and the other one bringing guns, and they fly in formation and hunt down lighter cap assets with the firepower of the gun rains. And the point defense one escorts the gun one and keeps it protected. And then we also have a couple of Elant 120 cap ships here. And 2 cringe cappers are immediately diving for the sea point. And then last, rounding out the Hellbomb's fleet, we have Scrubbus with the double Axford. Parallax, pretty standard build. Is the other one Spyglass, or is it also Parallax? The other one is Spyglass. Is it track correlated? It is not track correlated. Okay. Still fine, though. The Spyglass definitely helps detect targets at range. They are running... these are the triple Raiders. These are... I believe Herman came up with these. Triple Raider drives on a Axford allow you to orbit dodge at insane ranges. Crazy maneuverability in these heavy cruisers. It'll be very interesting to see how OSP deals with that. Speaking of OSP, starting up with Darien here, we have... looks like a mass driver line ship... 2 mass driver line ships with some fighter hangars on the background. Drang realizing that this map does indeed have custom voice lines from Vastal whenever caps get capped. Very funny. We are not actually hearing that in spectator view. Interesting. I'm not sure why we're not, but It's like fairly standard. Lots of gun plotting centers in these. Plant controls to keep the mass drivers powered. Already launching a lot of, I'm assuming these are Eland Designator, yep, Eland Designator pikes. Got a lot of these out. Able to spot enemy ships at range and provide visual sensor locks to identify what they're dealing with. Drang over here, we have the double Acello. This map is really dark. Bear with me as I try to view what mounts these things have. Rebounds and Auroras, as well as 2 blanket jammers on this one. Parallax, a 3rd Aurora on the bottom. The other one, a little bit different. We have a Spyglass instead. Bullseye on the top. Pavis. 3 Pavises, 4 Pavises, and 2 Auroras. So we have a little bit of a different build here for these 2 Acellos. The reinforced bow definitely help with bow tanking. Acellos, when they're pointed nose on, have very, very well-angled armor and are able to resist incoming fire quite well. Flynn already losing 2 of the cringe cappers on the point to, I'm assuming, a rocket shuttle. Yep. So it looks like ANS does not secure a C point, but it looks like OSP will not either as the beam comes in from Flynn's beamstone. We had a trade on the point here. Reaver losing a couple other rocket shuttles as well on the other cap points here. I was too slow on the fleet analysis thing and didn't see them. Duke's 250 voxels in a very good position here, able to use the insane damage output of 250 RPF to absolutely obliterate that poor shuttle. And over here, it looks like it was the fighter craft, I think, that got the strike off. I believe these were full of... Yep, these were full of S1 offensives, I believe, is what did in this poor ship here. Although I wasn't watching, so I can't be sure. Although they do secure the D point and the E point. The Warden Navy, although losing 2 ships, do secure the cap points. What else does Reaver have to work with? Is their fleet just all rocket shuttles? Yep. Reaver's fleet is all rocket shuttles. You know, it does work sometimes. Looks like Hellbombs will be able to retake the E point here. Although, another rocket shuttle lying in wait here. This ship capping the point here is a cringe capper. It has no weapons, so if it gets engaged by that rocket shuttle, it cannot really do anything. Although, these voxels here are going to definitely wreak havoc on any light assets that OSP sends to the caps. And the last ship in Warden Navy, the Volley Goblin, is a, is this a... Wait, those are MLS3s, MLS2s. Interesting, we have a mixed missile salvo MLS liner here with Torps and S2s. I'm assuming the Torps are... I wonder if these are mixed salvos or if they're launched separately. That'll be very interesting to see what they end up doing with that. ANS does secure Zone E, or Cap E, with the cringe capper. We have bombers out over here, too. Animate Squadron launching... these are torpedo bombers out against something. Is this ship spotted? This ship is spotted. Will Black Bat spend a bunch of torpedoes on a rocket shuttle, or will... Yep, nope, there go the torps. It appeared the answer is yes. Black Bat will definitely launch torpedoes against this poor ship. Doesn't kill it. Structure breaks it immediately. This ship is... Oh, nope, never mind. Here come the other torpedoes. I mean, torpedoes against a shuttle, the torpedoes are gonna win. Especially if the shuttle does not have PVCs on it. Black Bat over here readying massive amounts of bomber strikes, as well as various Tanto squadrons. A squadron of 8 coil gun Tantos, squadron of 4, are these the 20mm with the S1 missiles on them, it looks like. And I'm assuming these are all torpedo bombers, I believe. Yep. Lancer as well, being a coil gun squadron. It looks like Black Bat is readying combat air patrols for potential carriers, but unfortunately for Black Bat's strategy, OSP doesn't have any carriers. They do have some fighters, but those are supporting craft for other ships. Our first furball of the day today as Strife Squadron engaged this lone halberd of Courier Squadron. This halberd doesn't even have a gun on it. What does this thing have on it? Infrared. Okay, so it's a it's the Wake Elent halberd. These Tontos will absolutely obliterate this poor little halberd here. No guns to defend itself. Those bullets are going to start hitting eventually. Ruby Squadron joining in, though. I'm assuming accidentally, as this aircraft... It does have guns on it, but not really optimal for engaging a squadron of 4 Tontos. There goes the halberd as this pike is... The pike is fast, though. It outspeeds the Tontos, so the Tontos are probably not going to be able to intercept, as the pike is going to outmaneuver them and get away. Flynn deploys another cap ship onto the sea point, and it looks like they're probably going to get it. It doesn't look like Warden Navy has anything here to really defend against that push. I believe Black Bat's sundial is in the area giving Hellbombs that information that Warden doesn't have anything in position. Yeah, we have multiple sundials out very far back into Warden Navy's backlines here from Black Bat. These sundials are going to be able to spot pretty much everything that OSP has. The double Ocellos are spotted, and a lot of their cap ships are already dead. I believe a lot of this is Black Bat's work, the bombers coming out here, but also, yeah, Duke with the 250 RPF making quick work of these poor light assets here. HE Frag, interesting. We have S2H AMMs. I'm assuming, yeah, they work. Look at that. Strife continuing to just venture further and further back into OSP's front line, chasing down Ruby Squadron. Very interesting. We have a squadron. We have a lot of Tontos incoming. We have 4 of the S1 bombers and 8 of the coil gun Tontos that we saw earlier. We also have this bomber squadron in the area here. I think this bomber squadron is just loitering, waiting for priority targets. But, yeah, Warden Navy doesn't really have much frontline for those bombers to go after. The only frontline they really have are these 2 Ocellos, which are pretty far back at the moment. Warden Navy opting to take 2 backline fleets, the missile fleet and the mass drivers. The mass drivers still not really facing the right direction. They haven't really been doing much at all this match, unfortunately. Damon Squadron taking a bunch of AMMs. Black Bat will probably want to withdraw those bombers back to the carriers just to ensure that they don't get killed or picked off. Squadron of 8 torpedo bombers here, Menace Squadron. Menacingly, if you will, moving over the top of the map here towards OSP's backline. I'm assuming they're perhaps going for these Ocellos here, as they've been spotted for quite a while. Hellbombed does manage to secure the C cap and also secures the D cap. Not sure when they did that. I'm assuming it was this ship that capped it and then withdrew when we weren't looking. It is currently a 4 cap in favor of Hellbombed. Not good for Warden Navy, as most of their cap fleet is destroyed here. The rest of their cap fleet is being hunted down by the bombers and also the those voxels. Yeah, Warden Navy's cap assets are hiding behind rocks to avoid getting picked off and can't really do anything to retake those points. ANS's frontline has moved into position around the cap points and will be able to effectively deny them. Scrubbus is attempting to engage these 2 Ocellos here, but is still out of range. The range of 450s is about 11 kilometers, and it looks like those Ocellos are just out of range. But even at this range, 450 shells probably will not be landing many hits. It would appear that Hellbombed came out not pulling their punches today, as they have effectively dismantled the entirety of Warden Navy's cap fleet here. Only 3 ships left. One of them is locked by one of Flynn's hunter groups of Reigns up here, and it's also being dived on by a pair of torpedo bombers. I have a feeling this poor cap ship is not long for this world. Yep, those torpedoes, we're definitely going for the Ocellos. We have a lot of these. That's a lot of torpedoes. Forward onto Dawn, taking multiple hits. Able to jam out a couple of them. Fortunately, it would appear that Pillar of Autumn doesn't really take much damage in return, but now we have the experts getting in on the action, engaging the Ocellos here, but also the mass drivers! Look at this, landing several hits on the underside, the very vulnerable underside of this Axford here. Still landing hits despite this ship having 2 raiders and being orbit dodging. Perhaps those gun plotting centers were the way to go, as these mass drivers are insanely accurate. Already readying out that bottom gun, taking it out of action. The bulk mag is gone. This ship can no longer draw ammunition from that magazine. Unless that was changed in Test Branch. Oh, never mind. There's another magazine. That's why it's still operational. The CLs here are completely uncontested by anything that OSP has. The mass drivers opting to focus on the Axfords instead. How did these things roll so fast? Oh, they have a roll drive. Okay. For the player for the mass drivers, perhaps not microing their roll command on the mass driver line ships. They do manage to get several pretty damaging hits into the bottom of this this Axford here. That hurts. That magazine can no longer be repaired up to max, and that cannon taken out temporarily. Although track of these Axfords was lost, I believe. I believe it was one of these cap ships that was spotting them, but now the cap ships are being engaged by the Voxels. Drain potentially reporting some lag on their end. Interesting. We'll have to talk to them later about that issue. Perhaps it's just the map. It should be worth noting that Reaver over here was having some problems getting into the match, although I believe that has been resolved. This cap ship here, the only thing you can really do is hide behind cover from these hunter-killer Rains. These Rains able to just pick off these poor cap ships that don't have the range to engage them. See, the mass drivers still idle in Warden Navy's backline. They are spotted now, likely by the Ocellos here, as they are just rushing down the last cap point that Warden Navy has. Still have a couple salvos of torpedoes from these carriers in the back here. Although I have a feeling that Hellbomb's front line is going to have no problem picking off the... Uh-oh, that's a surrender. It looks like Mr. Dapper gets control of the Ocellos from Drang. The match does go on. It is part of the rules. The match has go on, so the game will be played out with one player having a 6K. Looks like, though, OSP stepping onto Dagger Point here, although taking a lot of 450, or not 450, RPF rounds for their troubles. Will it be able to cap the point before it gets killed? Probably not, as Flynn has correctly switched to HE in the 120s. Those HE shells are probably going to knock out this thing's DC locker. If this DC locker goes down, the ship dies. Yep, there it goes. Decap remaining in Hellbomb's hands. The Voxels engaging the mass drivers. That's not good. Although they are getting fire support from the Acellos here, which are unfortunately also broadside to the 450 in these Axfords here. Broadside Acellos take quite a bit of damage from 450 HE if these shells start hitting. These poor... Yeah, you can already see this thing. This thing was the one that took torpedoes earlier. Maybe it's not the best to look at, but that damage is going to start adding up pretty quickly here. The Voxels correctly deciding to battle tank to the incoming 450 for now, although if these mass drivers do open up, they're going to do quite a bit of damage to these broadside Voxels. We will see if Duke is able to survive that, although Black Bat with the torpedo bombers out on the mass drivers, it would appear that Black Bat has a little thing to say about their teammate getting mass drivered. Yeah, the mass driver's out. That is a lot of damage as Sunk Rhyme starts taking a lot of mass driver fire from these liners. Yeah, poor Voxel's getting caught out in the crossfire. It looks like Duke is opting to abandon Sunk Rhyme to withdraw Found Soap. But those torpedoes out. No terminals on those torpedoes, though, as the Pavisa is able to save one of the liners, but the other one taking massive damage. The magazine is redded and can no longer feed ammunition into those mass drivers. The other one, though, perfectly fine, continuing to put down fire into this this poor Voxel here, which has its magazine destroyed. Once again, one of the big changes in the carrier patch was that redded magazines will no longer be able to supply any ammunition to guns. They need to be healthy and working, just like any other module or compartment. Yeah, these 450 Axfords absolutely gunning this first Acello. CIC down, magazine down, its reactors are gone. It does have the restores to bring things back online, but under sustained fire from these Axfords, it's not going to have the opportunity to do that. The other one still remaining healthy, opting to start bow tanking the Axfords instead of the Voxels down here. It looks like Duke is going to probably lose this this Voxel here. It's low on restores. Its front section is just completely gone. The rest of the map developing very much in Hellbomb's favor. More torpedoes out on the last cap ship of Hybrid here. And it is mission killed. That is... yeah, no, thank you in chat. The missile liner launching a full salvo out against the already quite crippled Cello. It looks like those are all S2s, so it looks like it is not mixed salvos. Decoys on some of these S2s. God damn, very expensive S2s, but they're definitely going to get through. This Acello's point defenses are... Not Acello, the Voxels' point defenses are completely gone. Those missiles are going to absolutely just obliterate this thing. Yep, that is a dead Voxel reaction. The question is this strike too little too late for Warden Navy, or is this the turning point? I definitely have my opinion on that. Hellbombed is very much in the overwhelming advantage here. All of their front line, or at least most of their front line, is intact. These Axfords are able to get 450 fire out on all of these exposed elements of Warden Navy. Warden Navy's cap fleet is completely gone. This Acello is completely gutted. The mass drivers are pretty heavily damaged, and the missile ship is pretty much the only intact element of their fleet, although it is starting to take fire from multiple directions as Flynn moves his Hunter-Killer reins up to engage it. Unfortunately for Warden Navy, I believe that the answer here was just not enough frontline. They just couldn't secure the objectives with any heavy assets and were completely at the mercy of Black Bat's bombers here, as they just completely picked off every single useful asset that they had in terms of like their cap fleet. The Acello now training 450 fire with one of these orbit dodging Axfords, and you can see broadside at what range is that, like 6 kilometers? How this Axford is able to just avoid most incoming fire coming out of this this Acello here. This is the power of triple radar drives. You can just do this at 6 kilometers and just not take losses. or not take hits. Although those mass drivers, these mass drivers have been insanely accurate this match. I have no idea what strings they pulled to get these mass drivers to work. But they are just hitting. Several more mass driver rounds going into this broadside, this Axford. I actually have no idea. Is it the gun plotting centers in that thing that's doing that? I really do not know. But unfortunately, I don't think the mass drivers are going to be enough to sway this match. Damon's squadron deploying, it looks like more torps out against some of these ships here. It doesn't look like they got missiles out, though, and they are empty on missiles. Returning to base. Is the missile ship going to do anything? Probably not. Its magazine is knocked out here by the incoming fire, and I believe that Warden Navy's last hope of pulling a victory here is unfortunately gone. Strubbis with the these 450 Axfords, insanely good at putting out damage, and with the triple Raider tech, these things will not really take any return fire. Strubbis successfully determining that swapping to AP is the way to go against this this bow-on Acello here. Although this Acello is having to choose between which of the two Axfords to go bow onto, and is going to take incoming fire. Yeah, these Acellos were also pushed pretty far back for the entirety of the match, completely unable to support the cap fleet on the cap points with point defense or supporting 450 fire. The Volley Goblin is attempting to repair things, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be able to. It's caught out here in the open. We have bombers incoming for it. Yeah, let's watch Dragoon Squadron just completely remove this poor missile liner from the game. We'll turn off HUD. We'll have a nice cinematic view of this. You see the engagement in the background of the liners, or not the liners, the Acellos versus the Axfords. Is the Dragoon Squadron going high? Are they going for the Volley Goblin? Where are they going? Are they going for the Acello? Black Bat appears to be swapping targets in the middle of their strike, heading for the Acello instead of the missile dump ship. Very interesting. The drive on the Volley Goblin down. Oh, it's a small drive on this liner. So the drive goes down pretty quickly there. It does not have a lot of health and a very small hitbox. Dragoon Squadron definitely swapping target to this poor Acello up here, who is about to be removed from the match. The point defense on this poor thing completely inoperable as the magazine is down. And it is not going to be repaired in time for this to deal with this strike. 450 fire now going down on these mass driver line ships. They have managed to do a little bit of damage to these Axfords, but not anywhere near enough to take them out of the fight. Meanwhile, these Acellos are completely just obliterated. Black Bat going to high burn. Will we see some torpedo action? I've noticed that Black Bat's torpedoes do not have terminals. A very interesting decision here, as even like a couple Pavisas, as we saw earlier on those mass driver line ships, make it very difficult for these to get through. Although those will most certainly get through, as this poor Acello is now mission killed. I guess it kind of already was before, but now it definitely isn't. These mass driver line ships with very limited damage control options, being backline speed or backline built, not really faring all that well. Missile strike on the voxel here that I completely missed. It looks like most of them missed. These were Star Age ARAD, and it looks like potentially they had chaff out or counter jamming. Unsure of how those missed. It looks like there was one hit onto the front of the escort. But unfortunately for the missile liner's troubles, it is going to get gunned down here, as ANS just completely taking complete map control here. Hellbombed definitely winning this. It looks like, yep, the points have added up, and that is a win for Team 1-800 Get Hellbombed. So, which brings the match total to 1-0. How many rounds? It is best of 3, and we will do debriefing after a victor is decided. So if Team Hellbombed, now switching to OSP, manages to win this next match, we will immediately jump to debriefing. The next map is going to be on Styx. I still do not have admin rights on this server, so I'm going to have to ask the teams to help me vote map. We did lose a player from the Warden Navy, so we will have to wait for them to return. Duke of Stars has gone to the enemy team. There is Drang. Okay. So, looks like we're going to do a bathroom break while we wait for the teams to figure things out. Flynn pulling a Flynn and saying that they'll be right back right at the same moment that everyone gets ready to go. Yeah, it'll give me time to reread what I missed in chat. Sorry, I was very focused on casting that match. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the consensus is mostly that Warden Navy just the little front line they have was way too passive, which definitely yes. If you're gonna run with that little front line, you got to make sure it's in really good positions. Those Acellos were way too far back to really provide any support for OSP's caps. Also, not bringing a carrier is a little bit rough sometimes. The Warden Navy really didn't have anything to deal with Blackbat, and Blackbat was able to just dump those max speed torpedoes onto any ship that Hellbombed needed them to. Good work on them, though, for making the strat work. They were able to remove priority targets pretty much immediately after they were identified by their team. Bringing mass driver line ships as well as a missile liner, I think, is also not perhaps the greatest idea. Those are kind of both... I guess not really backline fleets. The missile liner is more of a rush fleet, but they kept it in the backline for so long that it really didn't do anything. I think the play would have been to swap out one of those fleets for maybe some like 450 or 250 liners, maybe some 100 mil liners too. Get in close, provide some fire support for dealing with capitals and holding the caps. We are still averaging like upwards of 90 viewers at the moment, which feels really good. Thank you all for joining me here for this the tournament. It's been we've done one match and it was really fun. Hunter, you can sub. Yeah, I don't mind. Go ahead, sub to me. I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, this one live stream will completely fuck up Twitch's little analytics on my average view count. It's we got a watch party going in the Warden Navy Discord. Oh, nice. I'll have to, cause I'm assuming that the voice calls will be recorded. I'm assuming that's the rule that Vastal told you guys. It'll be really fun to go back and hear all of the voice calls and what the actual strategies were moment to moment. Flynn has returned, and It looks like we will maybe we'll get this match going. We'll see. Started streaming Twitch recently, and every single time Neko raids me, my analytics get a heart attack. Yeah, it do be like that. Most of the time Neko raids me, my view count like more than doubles, and it's really funny. Only problem is the people who are in the watch party have no clue about the game. Infect them with the nebulous brain rot. You will be their teacher. You will teach them the art of Grum. We ask for sub right now. I am misspelling everything live on stream. Look at me go. You're asking. If you had a sub, I thought the rules were you were supposed to have it set up beforehand, but I could be mistaken. It appears that Talos, who I believe is Drang, is having some problems. Hunter, you're already in a team. Hunter, no. As funny as it would be to see you suddenly join in against Hellbound. All right, let us set a deadline for the hearing back. We'll sit here for a couple minutes. Usually not this bad. I dropped to like 5 FPS, but it's still playable. Interesting. Shouldn't be a connection issue. They've done some back-end coding to make sure the planes don't crash people out. So unfortunately, I think that's just a like a PC thing. I have just received a DM from Vastal, giving me the go-ahead to allow people in my chat to sub in for Warden Navy if they want to. Bell is not on a team. Yeah, we might see Bell jump in. Thank you, Vastal, for helping me out there. Always unfortunate for like network issues or whatever to happen, but. Yes, Bell, if you haven't, if you didn't see, Vastal's, thing, DM Vastal if you, want to sub in for Warden Navy. Verillium, I do believe you're right. I believe that Vastal would probably prefer people who don't have a team to be subs. Bell, it'll be really. I'm not entirely sure if Bell is actually going to sub in, but it will be. If they do, it will be nice to see Bell playing against Flynn. Flynn's swapping to the Hell Jam badge here. We will, we'll see how, that goes. All right, it looks like Bell will be subbing in for looks like Drang, I believe, is the one who's going to step out here. We are working on getting Bell into the thing right now. I apologize for the delay in this match. Always unfortunate, like I said, for issues like this to happen, but we prepare for them. Skip pulling 90 viewers hitting the big leagues. I wouldn't say that. The fact that I was streaming was broadcasted to the entirety of the main Nebulous server. I have a feeling a lot of y'all are first-time viewers. If so, welcome to my Twitch channel. We do weekly Nebulous streams, but I believe for the foreseeable future, the weekly Nebulous streams are likely going to be tournament casting things. We will see how things go. 15 people watching in the Warden Navy. Welcome, Warden Navy viewers as well. It's always nice to have you guys here. We could crew Reigns with so many people, or two rocket shuttles. I think I would prefer to be in the Reigns. They tend to have better survivability, all things considered. Looks like Drang has stepped out. And Bell has been sent the password. Bell is here. We will give them a moment to coordinate their team comp. Bell is not a normal member of the Warden Navy. They were subbed in last minute, so they really have no idea what the Warden Navy strategies are, although Bell is a very good player and very flexible in the fleets that he can bring. We will see what he adds to the team. Bell, it should be also noted for the viewers at home that Bell approached Flynn on joining Team 1-800 Got Hellbombed and was denied initially. It would appear that Bell is going to get his revenge for getting kicked out of 1-800. We shall see if his words carry any weight. It would appear that that could be the reason why Bell immediately volunteered to sub in against Hellbombed. Bell is in Fleet Editor getting ready. I am going to go ahead and ready up, so whenever they are ready, we will immediately launch. Will Bell's pure rage towards getting denied from this team carry him to victory? Or will Hellbomb them? We shall see. Just a reminder for Bell, if you are listening into my stream or in my chat, leave immediately. For the current, until this game is over, you are no longer welcome here. No cheating for you. we are still waiting for the teams to figure out their comps. I am going to give them a little bit more, given that Warden Navy had a last-minute sub in who is not familiar with their strategies. Yeah, we are just chilling until the match actually starts. So if you're at home, take this moment, take a bathroom break, eat some food, drink some water. Prepare yourselves for the upcoming bell carry. Oh. And we are beginning. All players have selected their fleets. We are gaming. All right. Round 2 of Game 1. We previously saw 1-800-GET Hellbombed win a match against the Warden Navy on Bulwark. We are now here on Styx, as the team sides have swapped. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP. The Warden Navy, notably, has had a sub in. Unfortunately, Lord Talos was having issues with the game, so Bell is stepping in to take the last spot on Warden Navy. Warden Navy deploying as Team ANS on the A side here. Team 2, still the same. Team 2 we know and love. 1-800-GET Hellbombed, same members and all. Flynn has notably swapped to the Hell Jam badge. We'll see what that means when we see Flynn's fleet. A lot more ships than we saw on the previous match, especially out of Warden Navy here, as they are opting to deploy more. It looks like the Nova tag is Bell. They are deploying, looks like, pretty evenly along the map here. Have a lot of tags from Void. Reaver was the cap player for Warden Navy last match. We will see if they continue to be the cap fleet. Separation and these names. I am very much familiar with some of these ship names. We have a zoom in on a Solomon. Ooh, interesting. What do we have on this? Looks like 450s with an extra antenna and an illuminator on the nose. We will have to take a look at that when we go through the teams. First off, Bell is bringing his escort carrier fleet with the gun voxel. This gun voxel, an independent hunter for hunting down light assets and providing gunfire support. The carrier has reinforced magazine. Interesting. So not a lot of stuff in this, but it looks like it does have some torpedoes. I believe the torpedoes Bell is running are the max warhead torpedoes that drop at really close range to just annihilate small ships. Fair mix of bombers and Tontos. We will get to see those in action later. Darien with the 450 Solomon. Looks like we have a hangar on the back fitted with 4 Tontos of some description. Are there coil gun? There are sandshot rounds on this Solomon. They are more than likely coil gun Tontos unless this Solomon has Sarissas on it, which it doesn't look like it does. Escorting the gun Solomon, we have a gun sprinter with some jamming. Interesting. We'll see where that goes, although it looks like it's just a cap ship, or at least it's like an offset sensor vessel. We'll see how it works. Hybrid, running what looks like the cat fleet. 2 Keystones, 2 FPAs in here. A lot of DC in these things. God damn. Okay, we'll see if the investment in the DC works in their favor. Stonewalls on these Keystones also helping with dealing with rocket strikes. Very useful. And some torpedo sprinter I'm assuming these are torpedoes. Yep, torpedo sprinter cap ships. Looks like we've got 4 of them. Mr. Dapper over here is wielding the 450 Axford with an S3 S3 backpack with a mix of S3Hs in them. What drive setup do we have? We do not have any unique drives. We have 1 reinforced drive and 2 reactors, so unfortunately they will not be able to pull the radar dodge tech we saw last match. We have another Keystone over here. Regular drive, 2 FBAs, fairly standard. And a Reigns with point defense support. I'm assuming this is escorting the escorting the heavy capitals over here. All of ANS's heavy capitals in this one ball over here. We'll see how that works for them. Black Bat running the Cat Fleet. We have a Talisman MMT here. Any escorts? Nope, it's just alone, and it looks like it has a VLS or an MLS-2 on the bottom, so it can fire the full salvo of 4 missiles while still having the missiles here. Missiles already out on... What has happened here? These are S2s out on a cap ship launched from Separation Anxiety, which is the 7 missile backpack. Who fired those? Was it Black Bat's MMT? I'm assuming it was. Yep, Black Bat's MMT taking some missiles out. Torpedo strike in return on the Separation Anxiety, this 450 liner. Things have already started off fast today as Warden Navy puts some pretty heavy fire down on this this liner here. Although the command valve not really working all that much. I'm assuming it's because this ship doesn't have visual of this liner here. The chaff able to decoy the most of the... Oh, that was a weird path that missile took. Able to decoy most of the missiles here, although the 100 mil and the missiles are now going into this poor sprinter here. It does secure the D point, although it will die for its troubles. We have Black Bat has some rocket shuttles under the map going for the natural. Bell's carrier has nothing in between it and these rocket shuttles. Will Bell be able to deploy bombers in time to deal with these, or will we see Bell lose their carrier immediately? The carrier is spotted. Oh, no. I'm not even done going through the teams, and Bell is already in danger of losing their carrier. Duke really quickly has the 2 450 liners dispersed with some, looks like some cap and sensor assets. Oh, but the Torp Sprinter here is able to dive onto these torpedo ships. Will it be enough to stop them before they make contact with the carrier? Will these torpedoes hit? These are ACT command valve. 1 hit on one of them. 2 hits, 1 kill, but the Pavis locks in. This Pavis is going to take down the other missiles going for it as one of them survives, but it is opting to withdraw instead of going for the carrier. Bell surviving by the skin of his teeth. C Point, the development of C Point. We have a Beamstone and I'm assuming a pretty damaged Torp Sprinter. Wonder what caught him out. Perhaps it was Flint. Oh god, this is Van Gogh. Oh no. The Plasma Cello strikes again as Flynn deploys the Plasma Cello. We love to see it. We love to see it. Honestly, Plasma Cellos are quite good, actually, all things considered. Being able to have the point defense with your Plasma is very nice, and the monitors are able to put out the damage. This poor Sprinter is not long for this world. And wrapping up Team Hellbombed, we have we have a Throngler. Are these broadside or are these obelisks? They are obelisks. Do they have the big drive? They do. Scrubbus has learned from the last time we saw them play on my channel, and it looks like they have 3 of these Plasma 100 mil line ships just all laying in wait at the same spot here. I'm assuming waiting to see where OSP's front line is and waiting to strike. Warden Navy's heavy capital is putting fire down range against this tugboat here, although since it is at range, it is able to dodge most of the fire. Not Warden Navy, Team Hellbomb stepping on to the sea cap with this Sprinter here. Some flak, some defenses, a very, very sacrificial ship here. It's going to drift out of the cap point. It's going to drift out of the cap point. Uh-oh. Black Bat not paying attention to where their ship is heading, and it drifts out of the point. Or does it? Is it still in the point? No, it drifts out. It drifts out ever so slightly. Cap point being reset slightly here as the ship struggles to get back in. We have more missiles out on this this beamstone here, which was spotted, although it's going to rock PD, unfortunately, for Black Bat. The Sprinter now stepping back onto the C point, realizing its mistake, and it doesn't look like ANS is going to be able to deal with it before the Cap goes to Hellbombed. Over here, ANS has managed to secure the D point. However, there is a lot of OSP frontline in the area. This poor Voxel being caught out almost broadside to this 450 liner, as those shells, that's 450 HE against a Voxel. That is going to start hurting immediately as this Voxel suddenly goes from very green to very orange in the span of a single salvo. No jamming to support that poor thing, and it's being tracked by this Bloodhound tug with 2 track correlators. Bell, unfortunately, putting their Voxel in the wrong place at the wrong time. Beamstone looks like it was redeployed down here to deal with this shuttle going for the carrier, and it looks like it is going to pick it off before it gets its rockets out. A very interesting gambit from Black Bat that almost worked. Almost able to take down this carrier, Bell's carrier, before it even managed to do anything. Looking at the overall picture here, Hellbomb's front line is pushed up really far into the front against the cap points that they have very good, whereas unfortunately for Warden Navy, their front line is way over here. Looks like they are trying to deathball, probably to avoid getting carrier struck, but unfortunately they are unable to put any pressure on any cap point other than really E point, and even that is pretty limited given how far away they are from it. The front line really needs to be up closer to really be able to affect anything. This Voxel now able to start dodging these shells now that it knows where the liner is, although some of these still are going to be going into it. It's going to start taking out some of these modules here, and that initial salvo definitely hurt. Bell needs to probably withdraw the ship immediately, considering how damaged its front thrusters are, limiting its dodge ability severely. Although it does manage to red the magazine on this 450 liner here. This liner unable to fight back while it repairs that magazine. However, it appears that Duke doesn't just have one 450 liner, as the Sage Watt deploys from E over to the other side of the map to engage these keystones here that are guarding the point, likely so that this MMT can step on and take the point. Bell definitely needs to withdraw now. It has detected this ship here and is able to tell that there is a liner in position to get broadside shots on his Voxel. The liners are moving in, pumping down an insane amount of 100 mil fire into the side of this poor... Oh, no. Oh, no. This poor Voxel getting absolutely obliterated. Full of bullet holes as its CIC gets redded, or its CIC goes down. It only had a basic CIC. Plasma now coming in to ensure that this Acello is properly cooked for the foul-up salvo, although I don't think it matters. This Acello is just way out of position as the entirety of, as like half of OSP frontline just completely just dives on this poor Voxel. It is now dead. Hybrid Reaver losing a couple of their cap ships across the map, losing notably one of their Acellos, or not Acellos, one of their beamstones here. It looks like to rocket shuttles. Although these rocket shuttles are getting missiled in return. Not a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. Oh no, these were only guns. Did this thing get reactor dead on? Oh, it got reactor deaded on by this ship, and that's, I'm assuming that's HEHC that just completely, yep, that's HEHC that just removed the keystone from existence. ANS on the back foot here immediately as they're in front, their front line is deployed in the wrong area entirely, way back out here on Safari, whereas OSP's front line is in the place it needs to be to take out these priority targets. It looks like Rampart is trying to get an ambush on one of Black's liners here, although I do not think it's going to be enough. This keystone is already spotted by Black. Black can start rolling this ship at any moment to get fire down on it. And meanwhile, this Keystone needs to go bow on to the liner in order to damage it, and it doesn't look like it's going to be able to do that in time as Blackbat starts unloading 100 mil HE into this poor Keystone. Blackbat using the superior speed of the liners to just move completely behind this poor Keystone before it's able to go bow on, able to get fire into the side of this thing. That Keystone is no longer really going to be surviving, is it? Massive amounts of 100 mil flak into these bombers here as Scrub is manually firing the T-30s at these things. I get flashbanged by going into view them. It looks like these bombers, though, are trying to launch an attack on Blackbat's isolated liner here. Will it be able to get the strike through before the flak removes them from existence? Look at all of this. Flak recently getting a nerf on PTB, no longer having the large explosion damage radius it once used to. So as long as these bombers stay moving, they can probably survive this pretty well. Although that being said, they are starting to take a little bit of damage from this this engagement. Torpedoes out on Duke's liner. These are ARAD Act. Does Duke have a radar on this thing? I have no idea, but it looks like those missiles are missing. Perhaps the ARAD not homing in properly. Lots of those missing as only 1 or 2 of them hits the target, dealing very minimal damage. I can't even see where the... Oh, no, it does have a bridge master. So it did have a radar, so that ARAD sort of homed, but it looks like Duke probably MCOM'd to avoid, yeah. Duke probably MCOM'd as soon as he saw the bombers incoming, honestly. They were on route for quite a while. ANS does manage to get the 3 cap and is securing a 4th cap here at C point, able to sneak one of these shuttles into the cap point while the front line that was supposed to be denying the cap is out here dealing with the Vauxhall. Neither team's front line really damaged, although both teams' cap fleets have taken some pretty significant losses here, although Blackbat has definitely lost less at this point. The loss of this poor Vauxhall, a very big blow for ANS. Bell's carrier has been locked. Van Gogh has locked Bell's carrier. The 9-kilometer lock range of the Acello on that bullseye, able to lock the carrier from this distance. And Bell's got to be... Oh, boy. We have 450 fire coming in from one of Duke's 450 liners onto Bell's carrier. Can Bell get this carrier out of here before it gets punished? There are no restores on this carrier. If it starts losing things, they are gone forever. There goes one of the flight deck traversal systems. Not the most important thing to lose, but... It's not going to be the first, as those are Hesh rounds. There goes the antenna. Those landing pads damaged. These are the bomber landing pads. If those things go down, Bell will no longer be able to launch any bombers. Bombshells now going in. Although the Solomon is here as well and has something to say about the carrier being targeted, but at this point, I think that they have identified this carrier as the carrier and are going to be prioritizing it instead of the battleship. Some Hesh rounds missing as Bell desperately tries to get the carrier out of there. The battleship isn't really going to be able to do enough to really save this carrier, I don't think. Although these Hesh rounds are starting to miss. There goes one of the large landing pads as one of the pads for bombers goes down. No resource to bring that up. More 450 going in. The other large pad is gone. This carrier is no longer able to launch or recover bombers. Hangars go down. This carrier is gone. Hellbomb, Team Hell get Hellbombs successfully IDing the priority target as another round of torpedo bombs completely miss Van Gogh here. I'm assuming they have MCOM'd as well or done something to avoid the ARAD. A battleship here is moving into position, preparing to fire on Van Gogh. However, it should be noted that there are 2 450 liners broadside to the battleship now. The flanking position is going to be devastating if Duke decides to open up on that battleship. Hellbombs does manage to resecure the cap advantage here, resecuring C point from the Warden Navy. And it appears that the Axford is now engaging Scrubbus's liners, taking a lot of plasma for its trouble. This Axford does not want to be here. It wants to be engaging these liners at range, but unfortunately, Scrubbus is not going to let it do so, as it's just going to start taking a bunch of 100 mil AHC into the nose. The main gun already going down. Several of the buff modules also getting damaged here, as this Axford is going to go down relatively quick here with all that firepower going into it. Missiles are out on the liners, although AMM's fired to defend. Looks like they mostly miss. We have some hits on one of the liners here. It loses a lot of its guns here. Those were most of its offensive weapons, as its drive goes down as well. What? Its drive looks fine to me. The game potentially having a weird moment here, saying that this liner's drive is down despite having a drive that's at 72% health, which I do not think is the health at which the oh, it's scrammed. Oh, that is true. He probably scrammed his reactor to avoid the explosion. The carrier completely destroyed as Bell is completely removed from this match. Bell does still have fighters out, but I do not think it's going to be enough. The battleship starting to take plasma from the Van Gogh as these monitors move in to engage him. Duke swapping the AP, firing a bunch of 450 rounds into the vulnerable side of this battleship. The damage is going to start adding up. 450 line ships really hurt when they're being fired at battleships now due to the recent buffs to OSP's 450. This Axford completely mission killed at this point. 2 restores left. Everything is gone. I think, unfortunately, that this is going to be another win pretty quickly for Team Hellbombed, as they completely envelop the entirety of ANS, really just destroying everything that they have. This battleship not really taking a whole lot of damage yet, but that damage is going to start adding up. As soon as this Axford is dealt with, Scrubbus's chargers, or not chargers, obelisks, are going to just rush onto this battleship and just remove it from the match. There is now nothing to contest any of the caps, as ANS is completely out of assets to really do anything about this now. Yeah, the Warden Navy's frontline opting to really just stay not only in the back of the map, but in one spot, completely unable to do much of anything around the map. We do get a cheeky kill on this cringe capper here from one of the torpedo sprinters, but unfortunately, that's not really going to change things about this match. The Axford does go down here, nothing left but a drive, as this Reigns, I'm assuming, is trying to get out of here. I doubt it will, considering the amount of firepower that OSP has in the area. Plasma going out against the Solomon. It is broadside to these obelisks. Oh no. If those obelisks start getting plasma and then HEHC into this battleship, it's going to just melt. Yeah, this poor battleship pinned between 3 OSP frontline fleets now, completely unable to do much of anything. The top of it just going down immediately as the HEHC starts hitting where the armor's been stripped off by the plasma. The battleship is returning fire, but unfortunately, 3 liners. The battleship is not going to be able to chew through 3 liners in the time it takes for these liners to chew through it. Battleship, you can see where the plasma is building up as this battleship starts losing modules left and right. The battleship is going to manage to go bow onto the liners eventually, but I think by that point there's not really going to be much of it left. It should also be worth mentioning that OSP has plenty of frontline here. 2 450 line ships, as well as Flynn's Plasma Cello fleet over here, are still in really good position to make sure that this battleship stays dead, and also that the any ships that ANS still has left sent against... Oh, there's the surrender from the battleship player, as it looks like, yep, surrenders from ANS as the match ends. it is now 2-0 in 1-800-Hellbomb's favor as they win the first match, or the first round, not round, game. As unfortunately Warden Navy is eliminated in the first game here. We will now be going to someplace for the discussion. I forgot where we're going. I believe we are supposed to be heading to their debriefing channel somewhere. Bell, I'm not hosting. Appears we have another lag issue from Bell. Interesting. Maybe we are in PTB and there could be some issues still. We will probably in the intervening week, if this is a common thing in the other games, try to iron that out just to make sure that this isn't a thing that happens and ruins the tournament. I was perfectly fine though. I was not experiencing any lag whatsoever despite streaming, so I have a feeling it could just be a client-side thing, unfortunately. But there does not appear to be a call in the main tournament server where we're supposed to let me just DM Vasto really quick. But I have completely forgotten we were supposed to go to debrief, and it does not look like there's a dedicated voice call in a voice channel in the main tournament server for debriefing. I think that Vestal wanted me back in the casting or the event stage, but they are still currently streaming their match. All right, we are going to... We're going to the Peanut Gallery in the tournament server. I am misspelling... I cannot spell peanut. Okay, you know what I meant. And we are going to debrief.
Hello.
Hello.
That was cool to see you.
Yeah, I had a fun time, except it was not too cool to see those ARAD Actorps. Those are supposed to be Command Hodge.
Oh,
well.
Interesting. Yeah, we did get a good view of the ARAD Torps completely missing their target on the stream, so at least now the viewers know. The viewers know that it wasn't supposed to miss.
Think about this, Bell. It was like a 10% chance of me dying in a very humiliating way.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I was so disappointed when I saw that. Whatever.
Yeah, first of all, my monitors don't even have radar.
So
I was disappointed when I saw the Claymores fly through 18 T-30s worth of flak and just not care.
The claymores took very little damage from that.
Yeah,
The flak
made
nerf,
well said.
the flak nerf, very much obvious in that little engagement there.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings. Well played. I hope you had fun.
That was one of the matches of all time.
Yeah,
this.
congratulations to the winner of game 1. 1-800 got hellbombed. Good play for you guys.
That was the warm up.
It was the warm up, I see.
Bro, we got executed.
Well, you guys did okay. I think the main thing that most of the people in my chat were noticing is that your guys' front line was, in the first match, very scarce. You really only had the 2 Acellos. And also in both matches, your guys' front line wasn't really on the front line. Your Solomon and Axford, especially in the second match, were way off in one of the corners. Whereas OSP's front line, all of the liners were like nearly on top of the cap points for most of the match.
Yeah, right at the end, we just got the fucking mega surprise from
Right.
the liners. Just we had no idea those liners were there, and then suddenly it's just 3 liners come around the corner. It's just like, oh, I guess I'll die.
Yeah. I mean, for the first match, it was like we were very cautious because we knew that there was going to be a levy and some nightmare stuff on the ANS.
So you're trying to play it safe. I see.
Yeah. Because
and
I
the-
kind of knew that I would
so
have
it's-
major PC issues if
Oh,
I got stuck
yeah.
early on, so I wanted to minimize that in an active fight. However, that didn't work.
That is
Yeah, we've
true.
never seen them.
We've had a lot of people talk about having performance issues this match. I'll have to talk to Vastel about that. Maybe we can see if there's a server issue. I doubt there is, given that it's a dedicated server. Unfortunately, I think it's just on the client end.
Nah,
Yeah, it was really weird.
right now, fucking planes just eat your PC.
Is it the
Interesting.
planes? It might be the planes because like I just had some like crazy rubber banding. Like my
Yeah,
PC performance was fine.
that
it
would
was
probably
just
be
my
internet.
connection.
Okay.
It's definitely not my connection though. Like this has never happened to me before.
Even with a lot of fighters in the air, I've never really had problems with issues. In my experience, they did a pretty good job of optimizing the servers for planes. But
Yeah, I mean like it was definitely playable.
Nah.
I could still play. It was just kind of annoying.
No, what I mean is like on the client side, planes kind of eat performance,
true, yeah, they do.
and if you've got kind of like a bad PC or like mid tier, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was we were pretty much too aggressive both times.
Right. No, it's fair. Part of the game
Yeah.
is also, learning experiences. I will say that
seeing an entire team of gold is terrifying.
it is, yes.
Well, I
at
mean,
least
Scrub is kind of ruined. So.
Yeah. I'll do it out. I'll be gold soon enough.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are so
dude,
toxic.
yeah.
SMH, Hellstack.
GG, bro. Lobby stacked.
Bro, seeing that when we loaded up,
Brutal.
was just like, oh no.
Hey,
We're
can
not
you
even
balance this
bad,
lobby,
like-
please? Like,
Seal clubbing even in the
It's-
tournaments.
Some of the teams have
Maybe.
bans, dude.
I think it's acceptable
Like-
in the tournaments. I think that's the one
Yeah,
place
Steel
where you're
Club is
allowed
the
to
best
seal
in
club.
tourneys. We fucking signed up for this, so.
Yeah, I
You
will
guys-
be real. We were kind
I
of.
hope you guys
where
had
we were
fun.
getting
I had a lot of fun, by the
guys.
way.
you guys did you did fairly good though, considering the unfortunate team stack against you. You guys actually played really well. I will say, I have no idea what you put in those mass driver liners in the first match, but they were not missing their target at all. Even when Scrubbus was orbit dodging with 3 fucking Raider drives, you were still hitting them really
Yeah, there's mass
consistently.
driver.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
You never
they're
done
2
mass
kilometers per
driver.
second.
I had fucking. There were like 6 or 8 pikes in them. I was just fucking EO spotting them
Oh,
the
you're
entire
using
time.
the EO spotted. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, that would definitely explain it.
Whoa, mass driver be upon thee.
You guys,
I do think, even though the Gucci mass driver liners, they did catch us off guard, and I will admit that my
You got
play with the
so greedy,
CLs,
dude. Why
I
did you
got
do
so
You got
greedy.
bored, dude.
Yeah, you did,
and just-
Duke,
yeah, I
yeah.
got bored.
it-
But it did catch us off guard, but also I think they're a bit overinvested.
true,
um,
yeah.
I
Having
think
into stuff.
overinvestment is a
Like-
bit of a common theme, like with the cap fleet we saw in
Yeah.
Sticks too, for example.
yeah, the cat fleet that Reaver didn't really have a lot of.
Reaver's not with us right now, is he?
He's down.
Oh, is he still in the?
Wait, no,
The thing is, just
Nice.
fucking.
Yeah, I think he might have. Yeah, I don't think he's joined.
Internet problems. Unfortunate.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, no. They were good matches. Yeah, it was quite a way to kick off the tournament. Very, very interesting things. I will say, the moment we spotted on my stream, I think it was Blackbat's rocket shuttles flanking under the map towards Bell's carrier. There was
I knew instantly what those were when they pop up pump track. I'm like, guys, you need to kill those right now.
There was the chat. My chat went wild as soon as we spotted those and realized what they were trying to do.
But luckily they backed off. So
you guys, you had
okay.
assets in the area to
It
kill
was
them.
Hesh that killed the levy, right?
What killed the levy is you guys got a crossfire on it between Duke had 450 fire going into it, and you had the Hesh from your monitors.
Oh, so Duke helped me. That's not good.
Bro.
The BB was behind me at that point. Just saying.
Yeah, it was.
That's toxic, bro.
Yeah, once again, that kind of loops us back to the issue that Warden Navy's front line was kind of in the back line for most of the matches they played. It was unable to really support the cap pushes, unable to really hold the caps with their firepower, and especially in that last match, Hellbomb's front line in that last match was completely uncontested for like the entirety of the match. And by the time that ANS did move their front line, ANS did move their front line up, it was already kind of too late. They had already bled too many cap assets, and the carrier was already gone.
Yeah. Turns out, Briculusing, the 2 points the fucking enemy fleet doesn't go to, doesn't work.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the risk of death stacking like that. Sometimes sometimes it works because you deflect all missile strikes and carrier strikes going against you with your combined point defense, but then other times you deploy on the completely wrong side of the map and the enemy just gets free reign over most of the map.
I will be real, Darian. You should have just bonsai'd the ball sniffer into them.
Still would have got plasma 100.
Yeah, those plasma.
Yeah,
Scrubbus's liners. Scrubbus's liners can just kill. Flynn as well, yes, and also Duke. Duke was in very good positions like the entirety of that match with their 450 liners. They pretty much Duke pretty much always had a crossfire on literally every single asset that ANS had.
The only reason I didn't get more damage was just because there was too many things to kill. Like,
We may perhaps have just had a skill issue.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh, completely.
And Scrubus. That also plays.
Fuck you, Pat.
Scrubus.
That's a little
decorum,
frustrating
guys,
to be added
decorum.
to tournament this
Decorum,
quickly.
yes, we need. Vastal would like decorum.
Yes, I would.
Vestal's here.
Hello.
Vastal jump scare.
Can't be being toxic to my
It's the fun
teammates.
police, everyone's scamper.
No.
Yeah,
So,
Vastal,
how
you
did you
said
guys
like,
find your matches? Did you enjoy them?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was entertaining.
I enjoyed for the 5 minutes I could play.
So, who won this one?
Hell bombing.
Nah, we did 100%.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
I won. I won.
People
Bell's the
making
true one.
fucking back in our fucking server, people making bets against us.
Yeah, half of the people in my chat were going for Warden Navy because apparently they found my Twitch channel and were just all in my chat.
$1,000 parlay right now.
We gave them the link for it. It was
Oh,
like,
I
come and
see.
support us. Yeah, and it was just like, oh, they got to watch us in real time get our asses beat.
Don't say that. You guys played well.
Playing fifth dimensional
We are getting
chess.
claimed.
Everyone
Fifth-dimensional
thinks
chess while one of our players' PC is on fire.
everyone thinks the volley goblin sucks now. Nobody knows the death that the volley goblin will inflict upon the pub lobbies. They'll see it and go, "Oh, I saw that thing get wrecked." But nah.
Well, the thing is that the pub lobbies are very different from tournament lobbies, though.
you did gank like Duke CL, and I'm never gonna let him forget that. To be honest with you. Like,
Even if we beat,
that was
like,
the mass
Limos, even if we beat Limos or something in the finals.
No,
I'm
those
gonna be
mass
fine.
drivers weren't firing, and I didn't shoot that CL once. Yeah, no, it was completely only the volley goblin. I refused to take any credits.
I would say something to the effect of it was the volley goblin that did that, but then again, it was also recorded on my channel, and you can just see what happens.
Quickly delete the VOD. Now's your only chance.
Well, GG.
Yeah, it was good 2 matches, or good 2 games, I guess. Would be the
Congratulations.
correct.
To 1-800 Hellbound. Sadly, you're still in my tournament.
What happened to being? I was really
what
hoping
happened to
to
etiquette?
get out of this, but
What? No.
Yeah, what
it
happened
says
to
the players.
decorum,
It said the
Bastard?
players are expected to maintain.
Yeah, I can say
This guy.
I can say whatever I want.
Yes, Daz, get the hell out of here. And yeah,
Oh my God.
thanks everyone for playing.
So, mind if I asked who won your game, Vastal?
That would have been Shrimp Fried Rice have won my round.
Ooh.
My game. 2-0.
2-0.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Oh, congratulations, guys. I remember scrimming against Shrimp Red Rice a few times. It was pretty fun.
Well, I guess on the bright side about this one is that the bright side about it going 2-0 is that we don't have to play Tumbleweed.
Yes!
Neither team got to play.
You know what? Yeah, that was my plan.
That was the plan.
I
If you
forgot
play
that I
fucking
actually had to play
Tumbleweeds.
that map if I'd actually won a game. I probably would have thrown if I'd remembered that. More than I already did.
Very real.
I will step out now then. Thank you all for playing again, and you're welcome, Scapegoat, for all those viewers, you know?
All those viewers, yeah, my average view
Yeah.
count on Twitch is gonna have a fucking aneurysm as they try to figure out how I jumped from an average of 15 viewers to like 80 this stream.
Hey,
So-
look, if you want those numbers again, just give us a call and we'll tell our goobers to get in chat.
Yeah, I've got the Warden Navy on my side, guys.
Sweet.
Oh, no fair.
Alrighty, ta-ta, everyone.
I recorded my POV of the first matches, but the recording software decided to record the wrong mic, so now I'm fudging 10 kilometers underwater.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the effect.
Just add subtitles.
That's okay.
Just add subtitles. It'll be fine.
Pretend
Flynn-
it's submarine law.
I mean, Flint's
I am not gonna remember what I said.
Flynn's posted videos where their mic has been malfunctioning, so I'm sure it'll be
All
fine.
sorts of things like that. Don't worry about
Flynn,
it. It's about the match.
Yeah, one of Flynn's earlier videos, his screen was flickering the entire time, and it nearly gave me a seizure watching it.
Oh yeah, I fixed that since it's fun.
Flynn still decided to upload it. He fully knew. He knew that it was flickering.
So Scape, here's the thing. I never did one of these 1v4 matches when I ranked up for Radom.
Oh.
And I kind of want to fight my own team. But the thing is, they're going to need a substitute, and I was wondering if you would like to substitute
I see.
my slot while I fight against you guys.
Can I watch the VOD? Sorry, I'm responding to someone in my chat. Can I watch the VOD somewhere? The VOD will be saved on my Twitch channel for a week, and I'll also upload it to my VOD channel, which I believe is linked somewhere, I think. I'm actually not entirely sure if I have it linked anywhere.
On Discord, it's linked.
It's linked on Discord? Okay, that's cool. Then my Discord is linked in my Twitch at the very least, and then my VOD channel should be linked somewhere on my Discord.
Wait, what? You mean YouTube, right?
Did I say
Here,
Twitch?
have a follow Scape.
You said what? I'm so confused.
I think I'm confusing myself as well. You know what? Just ignore me if you get confused. I may have misspoken.
And Shrimp, thanks for the matches. Very fun. I think it was the most fun I had in matches in a long time. Very balanced as well. And the silver stacks look beautiful.
Right, well, good game, gents, and
Yep.
see you on the pubs.
Yes, you're
Yep. See you all around.
Bye.
Good games, everyone.
Little salty. We're already out this early. If anyone needs a sub,
Oh.
call me. I'll make the
Why
plan,
don't you
see them.
guys like challenge another team to a scrim, like just for fun?
We could do that.
Yeah, do it.
I'll yell at the rest and have a go. I think people are taking a bit of a break for the weekend.
Of course.
now.
I am not screaming. I am starting to crash down after the fucking being high on adrenaline for the last couple of hours.
Fair enough.
I did
good,
these two tournament matches high on adrenaline, autism, and ADHD.
average Neb player.
Yeah.
It would appear, Flynn, that your team has scattered. They do not want to 1v4 you.
I think they do, and I remember you saying you agreed to be on their team.
I did? Was this recorded?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Like 5 minutes ago.
I see. Interesting. I don't ever recall saying that. I think I said something to the lines of, that would be interesting or something like that. I don't think I ever said yes.
Well, you can think about it.
I can think about it. That is true.
I heard WZ Snipes has a bunch of really good 12Ks, so maybe I'll just pick one of those.
The cheesy 12Ks, I wouldn't say good.
Or maybe I mean the tournament's over for today, but I'm still live with like 60 viewers.
Exactly.
I can
60.
we can do some regular games if you'd like. Hop out of the tourney server and do things, or I could also cut the stream here and maybe do a longer stream tomorrow.
I'll spectate, I guess.
Because the thing is, Sundays are my normal streaming day, not Saturday. I think that honestly, I'll probably end stream for today. Just have the tournament today, and then tomorrow on my normal streaming day, I can do a little bit of stuff after the tournament. Because I have a feeling that I'm actually not sure if we'll have more people tomorrow or today, but we'll see.
All right, sounds good. Well, I hope to see you around tomorrow.
Yep, I will see you around as well. Black Bat is currently Black Bat is mad that I've become captain.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, Black Bat is mad that I am no longer 2 stripes under their rank. Honestly, that just sounds like a skill issue to me. They should have ranked up before I did. Obviously. Alright, but yeah, I think I'm going to probably call it here. And for everyone on Twitch who's still watching, at the same time we streamed today, we will be streaming tomorrow. There is another tournament match tomorrow that we are going to commentate, host, however we're going to do it. Tomorrow we get to see, I think it's Cosmic Express at Sovereign Void tomorrow at this time as well. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and stream here. And yeah, the tournament will continue.